Greetings and welcome to Java with Jim. I'm Jim Reese, Director of Business Development at Offit Kurman, joined here today with Billy Biddle, President at Auto Solutions. Billy, how are you?
I'm doing well, Jim. How are you?
I'm doing great. So Billy, tell us about the name Auto Solutions. I know it's a little tricky name there. What do you guys do and what makes you different from other companies in the same vertical?
Yeah. So we have two verticals that we actually follow. The first one is helping provide services and equipment to franchise car dealers that they use to perform maintenance services for consumers' vehicles. The second thing we do is help them manage consumable purchases like shop supplies, janitorial, detail, oil, lubricants, and many other things. I think the biggest thing that makes us a little bit different is that for most businesses, they would require multiple different vendors to do all of those different things. We do all of them. So we give them the ability to reduce vendors and simplify invoicing. So we're kind of like a single source supplier or a one-stop shop. I think that's probably the biggest differentiator.
And predictable expense for the customer, right?
Yeah, so one of the things that's also a little bit unique to us is that we have a subscription model. So on the consumable side, we actually have a way for our partners to be able to predict, forecast, manage, and actually measure their consumable spending. So it's a little bit different approach, and we have tons of data to be able to help give them the ability to manage this with great accuracy. And so it's definitely a different approach from what the traditional vendor partner relationship looks like.
Yeah, and one more thing. I know from talking to you, you use data to differentiate yourselves also. And so how does that data make your clients, make them a happier client? How does it bring value to your clients?
Yeah, so I think one of the biggest things, right, is have as a business leader or business owner or managing a department is having to make decisions in the absence of data, right? Oftentimes we're either guessing or we're making decisions after the fact with old data. And so what we're able to do is we're able to give them that data in real time. We're able to be able to show them how they compare against other people with similar businesses and similar sizes. So they actually have a database of information to show them not only how do they perform against themselves, but against other people with a similar business. So
Hey, listen, information is knowledge, and knowledge is power, and that's great that you provide that data. So, Billy, when it comes to Auto Solutions, what are you most proud of?
I think the biggest thing I'm proud of is the company culture that we have, and one of our core values is leveling up and paying it forward. And we've been able to identify tons of people that have worked for our company for a period of time, but over the last few years, we've recognized people that may have been overlooked in the past, and we've been able to give them a pathway to grow personally and professionally. And I think that's the biggest thing that I'm proud of is what we've accomplished here within our own building.
Got to take care of your employees so they can take care of your customers, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So, the we all know the automobile business has been topsy-turvy throughout the pandemic. There were really lean months, and then shortage of cars, shortage of computer chips. Sales were pretty good. Margins were very good on the sales of cars. Rental cars, you couldn't buy one. The dealerships were buying them for premium, paying premium prices for used cars. I'm sure that impacted your business, but looking forward to the next 6 months, what does your business look like?
Yeah. So what a lot of people may not realize is that some of that supply chain management is still in effect today. We're actually seeing the reemergence of some of these struggles. So whether it's raw materials, manufacturing shortages, it could be shipping delays. So a lot of those same challenges that hit us are still there. So we're working really hard to be able to predict and forecast where we need to be to make sure we have what our customers need and when they need them. And I think the one other thing that we're also, spending a little bit of time on right now is trying to bring an e-commerce model to our customers. So we give them one more way to be able to do business with us to kind of simplify that process. So those are two things that we'll be doing over the next few months.
Great. So Billy, here's my favorite question. What do most people watching this not know about Billy Biddle?
Yeah, so I'm not sure if everybody knows that I got my start in retail automotive world as a car washer, as a detailer. So early on in my career, my father was in the automotive industry, and when I had some spare time, he pulled me into the dealership and started washing cars, and I quickly fell in love with the business. So I literally grew from washing cars to a general manager and partner on the franchise automotive side. So I think that's probably the one thing maybe everyone doesn't know about my story or background.
That certainly explains where you are today. So congratulations, you moved up nicely, and you got a great business there. Billy, thanks for spending time with us today. Really appreciate it. I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon, but until then, so long and take care.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate you.